Top of the key for three! Splash! Big time three. Here comes Vice driving inside, stolen, picked up by Samantha Marks. Oh, man, he made it happen!
Welcome to the Coca-Cola pregame show. Now, here is the voice of KVB's WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Tonight, our 2024-2025 season begins as the Oregon Davis Bobcats host the West Central Trojans. This is Indiana High School basketball. With us tonight, breaking things down and analyzing play, our sports analyst, Terry Mannix. Hey, I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. This is KVB's WKVI Sports. And we welcome you to the Bobcat Den in Hamlet, Indiana, 46532. We are definitely back for more, set to continue the new era of Kankakee Valley Broadcasting Sports on 99.3 FM and around the world, streaming live on WKVI.com. Man, as we get ready for our very first basketball broadcast of the 2024-2025 season. We know the Bobcats of Oregon Davis and, of course, the West Central Trojans, as they are two of our area teams, but this will be our first glimpse at their new look. When we look at the Bobcats of Oregon Davis, head coach Larry Sennert, my goodness, it's been a long year, Coach. When we look at the Oregon Davis Bobcats, head coach Larry Sennert is in his 6th year leading the boys program. Hard to believe that already. Time flies. The Bobcats went a tough 4-19 last year. Injuries were a storyline that they had to fight through, and that was something Coach Sennert talked to us about extensively on the Saturday Sports Line last year. Names like Cashton Swanson and Connor Frazier, they've graduated. Those will be two holes we know the Bobcats need to fill, and that is easier said than done. Of course, we remember the Matthews brothers, both Connor and Carson, also DJ Garland coming back to this team, but definitely very interested to see this new-look Bobcat team. With us this evening as our sports analyst, we have two-time Indiana High School basketball state champion head coach. It's Terry Mannix. Coach, welcome back to another year. We're in the den.
We're in the den. I tell you what, it's great to be back. It's basketball season. It's the holiday time. It don't get much better than this.
It doesn't. And like I said in our pregame video, in 49 other states, it's just basketball.
That's right.
But
in Indiana,
this is Indiana.
This is Indiana.
And, and a lot of things going on this week in our area. Of course, the North Judson St. Pierre Blue Jay football team will be heading to Indianapolis. Man, very excited for that broadcast. But this is the time of year where basketball, we start seeing the leather ball go through an iron hoop. It's a little bit different, but I'm excited.
Well, I think everybody's excited. This is Indiana, like you said, so everybody gets ready for basketball. But, we're not going to obviously overlook what the Blue Jays have done, and hopefully they can bring a state championship back for the county. Obviously it's for North Judson, but it's for the county and bragging rights for Stark County. So we're all rooting for you, Blue Jays, and, we're counting on you to bring that back. It'll be great for the whole community.
It's really cool. In Stark County, there are 3 high schools, Oregon Davis, Knox Community High School, and North Judson St. Pierre. It's just really cool to see the local communities come together for this big moment. I don't want to talk too much about the Blue Jays, but it is really cool to see on social media all the local people coming together. They're rooting for the Blue Jays.
Oh, for sure. I remember, when we went down to the States, a couple times, and when we would come back or before we left, at our pep sessions, we had people from other parts of the county coming over, and honestly, coming back the first time we came through, Winamac, and we had people in Winamac sitting out on the streets with signs and stuff.
You're kidding.
It is
as you went south down 35.
Well, when we were on our way back home.
On your way back.
On our way back
wow.
home. You know, on the way down, we even had people at Argus over there that were holding signs. There were players from the other team. So, you know, it's a big thing. It's the northern part of the state, you know, versus the southern part or Indianapolis, whatever you want to say. But, you know, we're all rooting for the Blue Jays, and hopefully, like I say, I think, you know, with the firepower they have, I feel pretty confident they're going to be able to bring that state championship home.
I love the confidence. I love it. Well, we're trying to get back into basketball gear here as we turn the page and now look at the Trojans of Francisville, Indiana. Head coach Brad Odom is now in his second season leading this boys program. Last year, they dealt with an injury bug of their own. Coach Odom talked to us about. They ended their season very, very similarly to the Bobcats at 4-20 last year. You may remember that big win we broadcast in the first round of sectionals where they beat North White 55-24. They hope tonight, though, is a good start for their 2024-2025 campaign, taking on a similar tested Oregon Davis Bobcat team. Coach, we've said it because we've seen it time and time again. When two struggling programs clash, it tends to provide an exciting atmosphere. Not saying they are struggling now, but with it being both of their first game of the year, I expect to see some rust to shake off.
Well, I think there's going to be, but it's one of them where, you know, the kids, you gotta put on them saying, hey, you know what we've worked on these first couple weeks of the season. Now you get to go against other, you know, teams that haven't seen what we've been doing and show you that it's going to work. And you know, that's what they're both going to be doing. You know, the thing that I think both coaches are probably telling them, you know, settle down. It's early. You're going to have mistakes. You're going to, you know, have turnovers, but don't compound them with something else dumb. Just get up, keep playing, play hard, and, you know, if nothing else, we're going to play hard no matter, you know, the ball goes in the basket or not.
Well, we are expecting another great evening of IHSAA boys basketball action as we appreciate you joining us on the Coca-Cola pregame show. Taste the feeling. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors at the Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Injury Report is next. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking, in 4-hour dinners with friends, in that first bite of something new, and in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas, average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
Who's in? Who's out? It's the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report with Mitch Columbi. Mitch?
Always appreciate you, John. The Pulaski Memorial Hospital has been serving lives of the residents of Pulaski County and the surrounding area since 1963. We appreciate them supporting local high school sports and helping continue the tradition on KVB's WKVI. No injuries to report, as this is both of these teams' first game of the season. So that is our Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report. Stay tuned as we will hear from Brad Odom of the Trojans and Larry Sennert of the Bobcats after the break. That's in the KVB Coaches Corner. You are listening to KVB's WKVI.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
This presentation of our area's local high school sports is sponsored by Pulaski Memorial Hospital in Winamac. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is dedicated to providing excellent health care to improve the health and quality of life for the people and the community they serve. They will meet the community's needs and exceed their expectations by creating the best possible healthcare experience. For more information of the services they provide, call 946-2100.
One of our hometown businesses here in our area in Monterey, it's LAP Waste.
Being able to recycle is one of our main goals at LAP Waste. Being able to say that we only take about 8% of our trash to the dump is pretty impressive for us, and we hope to keep building on that.
We service an 80-mile circle from Monterey. If you have a small job, big job, or just have a one-time, we are here to make a difference in this area.
And that phone number, Kirby?
574-542-4019.
It's time to hear from the coaches in the KVB Coaches Corner. Here's Mitch Columbi.
I am talking with West Central boys basketball head coach Brad Odom. Coach, welcome to the new season. It's 2024-2025 season already. I can't believe it. You're taking on one of our other area teams in the Oregon Davis Bobcats. Might not know much about them since this is both your first game of the season, but what have you been preparing for in terms of tonight?
Well, we told our kids, we've been preparing since that sectional loss at Caston last year, where we know that we needed to be more physically, we need to be stronger inside. We needed to be able to handle maybe playing some youth in some situations where they're going to be going up against 17 and 18-year-old men. So one of our focal points was we needed to be stronger. We hit the weights real hard. Most of our kids added 10, 15, maybe 20 pounds in some instances. And we're going to be deeper this year. So we'll be able to play a style that we kind of wanted to be able to do last year, and through some attrition and just lack of numbers, we weren't able to do that. So hopefully we play fast, we play aggressive. We'll be better rebounding this year. We got a little more size, and with that extra strength comes some more toughness. So we're hoping to rebound to run and put a little pressure on the floor tonight.
I see you guys still Bryce Naniga back. You've got Christian Hughes, but also we remember you talking about that 8th grade class that's now freshmen. You just talked about playing some youth. You said they've been beating up each other the last few weeks before we started this interview. I'm sure they're excited for tonight.
Yeah, when you're in a situation where you practice against against yourself for 2 weeks, you really need a new face, so it's nice to get a scrimmage underway. We scrimmaged North Newton. We felt pretty good about how we played there, and now we get into game time where we have an opponent that got us last year at our home floor, so we'd like to be prepared to be able to put our best foot forward and get after it.
What's your message to Trojan Nation this evening who may be listening about the season but also tonight?
We told our kids, more than anything, we want to put a product on the floor that everybody can be proud of. And that starts with our defensive intensity. So if we can put pressure on the ball and we can rebound and we get out and transition, and that's a fun way to play the game. It's a fun game to watch, and that's what we need to be about tonight.
It's the best time of year, Coach. It's good to see you again. Let's go get a good game in.
That's right. Let's go.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
A new season is upon us. We are opening on the same night the Oregon Davis Bobcats are. It's an honor to talk with head coach Larry Sinnert. Coach, it's your 6th year. You're starting here with the Bobcats. Funny how time flies. I know you probably don't know much about the Trojans right now since they're starting their season, but what have you been preparing for in terms of the season for the Bobcats?
We do know a lot about them. They've got a kid named Bryce, mispronounced his last name, so I'm not going to say it, 1,000-point scorer midway through last season. Great kid. Does a great job. They got a great coaching staff. We played them this summer. They played a lot of games. They got a lot of kids, and their coach does an excellent job. They'll be prepared. They'll be ready for us, but we're hoping to be prepared for them the same way. We've improved. We played them a couple times this summer with 5 kids, 2 of them are 7th graders, and we still competed at different quarters, but we're ready. We're anxious to get the game started, get the season started, and And, I got great kids.
Yeah.
We don't always win the games we should, but we got great kids, and we're looking forward to playing. So
You got the Matthew brothers coming back. You got DJ Garland, who got some time last year. Talk about the growth this season, or at least the off season, in terms of preparation for a new year.
Well, we're not real deep. I hate to say that, but we've got about 6-7 kids, and they've all pretty well committed. All our preseason stuff. They've been here. They've worked hard. And they're after it. I think they're hungry. We've got to turn things around here a little bit with our scoring, but ultimately we've got to put the ball in the hoop. And if we don't put the ball in the hoop, that's where we struggled the past few years, consistently scoring. We usually come out and have a good first quarter, and then we get a little lackadaisical and things don't work. When things don't work well, we kind of hang our head. We're hoping we've changed that mindset a little bit. I hope that I can talk to you later if I get the chance and tell you that, the kids are more mature and they're more disciplined and ready to play the game.
Message to Bobcat Nation to start the season.
We're coming.
Coach, I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Hey folks, Auto Park Fort LaPorte has got some news for you. We now have the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles in LaPorte County. So if you're in the market, come and check us out, because right now is the best time to trade in your current vehicle. Not interested in purchasing a vehicle? That's okay. We'll buy yours even if you don't buy ours. Not currently in the market, but your car needs serviced? Come check out our newly renovated service department and let them take care of all your service needs. And remember, we're not just an auto dealer, we're an auto park.
Time now for the keys to the game. Sponsored by the Auto Park, with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen.
All right, as we get set for Indiana High School boys basketball action, what are your keys to the game as a West Central Trojan tonight, Terry?
Well, I tell you, the best thing for them is to be able to rebound and get out and get into their up and down the floor tempo that they want to do, and they want to kind of put the pressure on the Bobcats, because the Bobcats have low numbers and not a lot of bodies out there, so they're going to want to push the ball on them.
All right, flip sides. You are the head coach of the Oregon-Davis Bobcats. What has to happen in order to get this win in the Den?
Well, the big thing is take care of the basketball. They struggled a little bit last year handling the basketball, and I think they need to do a better job of taking care of the basketball. And the other thing, with that being said, to help take care of the basketball, they've got to be patient on both sides of the ball, on the defense and on the offensive side.
That's our keys to the game, sponsored by the Auto Park, with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen. Our LAP Waste starting lineups are next. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Have you ever wondered how much I could sell my vehicle for? Well, Auto Park Chevrolet GMC can help with that. We're looking to buy your vehicle. It is a quick, simple process that puts money in your pocket. Stop by the Auto Park on Oak Road for one of our sales professionals to assess your vehicle and have a cash price for you in moments. If you're looking to trade, we have stacks of inventory for you to choose from, or you can walk away with a check in hand. Don't hassle with listing on Marketplace or waiting forever to sell it privately. Let us make you an offer today. Auto Park Chevrolet GMC. Check us out at www.autoparkchevroletbuickgmc.com or call 574-936-5590 or come to see us next to Walmart in Plymouth.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. Give McGrath Refrigeration your local Armstrong dealer a call today at 574-772-3575. That's 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
It's time for the LAP Waste starting lineups.
For the Trojans of West Central in Francisville, Indiana, starting at point guard is Brendan Grindstaff. The two guard is Brady Bishop. Starting at small forward is Tate Lehman. At the 4 is Bryce Naniga. And at the 5 is Christian Hughes. For the Bobcats of Oregon-Davis in Hamlet, Indiana, starting at point guard is DJ Garland. The 2 guard is Brady Danford. Starting small forward is Aiden McCollum. At the 4 is Connor Matthew. And at the 5 is Carson Matthew. That is our LAP Waste starting lineups. We'll be back to get set for tip-off. Hey, you are listening to KVB's WKVI.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
One of our hometown businesses here in our area in Monterey, it's LAP Waste.
Being able to recycle is one of our main goals at LAP Waste. Being able to say that we only take about 8% of our trash to the dump is pretty impressive for us, and we hope to keep building on that.
We service an 80-mile circle from Monterey. If you have a small job, big job, or just have a one-time, we are here to make a difference in this area.
And that phone number, Kirby?
574-542-4019.
The tradition continues with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
From the Bobcat Den in Hamlet, Indiana, we welcome you to game number 1 of our 2024-2025 Indiana high school basketball season between the Oregon Davis Bobcats and the West Central Trojans. I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. You can stay up to speed on local high school sports in this area by following us on social media. We are on Instagram at WKVI Sports, on X at KVB Sports, and on Facebook at Sports to the Max for all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content. You can listen to us on your phone. Just go to one of our social media sites I mentioned and tap the link on our page. We are literally in the palm of your hand. Well, we are proud to let you know the public address announcer tonight in the Bobcat Den is Brian Ernest. Brian Ernest. The scoreboard operator is Hannah Simon. The official scorekeeper is Robin Flusop. Our officials for this evening are Zachary Silva, Reagan Eakins, and Ryan Eakins. With us tonight, breaking things down and analyzing play, we are honored to have a 2-time Indiana High School basketball state champion head coach as our sports analyst. It's Terry Minix, and I'm Mitch Columbi, proud to be doing the play-by-play as we are set for Indiana High School boys basketball rivalry action from the Bobcat Den in Hamlet, Indiana. We look around our other area teams in action tonight. Two of our girls teams are in action. 2 of our boys teams are in action. The Winamac Lady Warriors are 5-1, looking strong early here, Coach. They take on North White on the road 1-2, and then the Culver Lady Cavaliers 1-3 right now. They are hosting a cross-county battle, the Argus Lady Dragons, and then our boys teams, the Winamac Warriors on the road at Twin Lakes, and the South Central Satellites at Wheeler. Both of those boys games are their first game of the season. So we are starting our season along with a lot of our boys area teams tonight as we'll go ahead and pause for our national anthem. Here at the Bobcat Den, I turn things over to our PA announcer, Brian Ernest. Well, it never gets old to start a basketball game in the state of Indiana As tonight's tip-off is brought to you in part by Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winamac. We also appreciate them being the sponsor for the Tyler Roth WKVI Athlete of the Week Award given out each week on the Saturday Sports Line. That's the longest-running high school sports show in Indiana, thanks to our very own Harold Welter. We go live every Saturday throughout the school year at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central every Saturday morning. That's right here on 99.3 FM and WKVI.com. Something to look forward to this Saturday. We prepare all of our listeners, especially in Blue Jay Nation, for a shortened Saturday Sports Line. Usually the Saturday Sports Line is 2 hours long. Well, because the North Judson St. Pierre Blue Jays are at state, we will be needing to go live at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, 9:30 a.m. Central. So the Saturday Sports Line will be a 90-minute show. We'll talk with Harold Welter about the historic teams that North Judson has had over the years that went to state back in the 80s. He breaks down the games that he broadcasted all those years ago, talks a little bit about the past. Always love hearing Harold talk about that. We also talk with Athletic Director Mike Sharkozy and how he scheduled things this week. You know, I talked to Mike today, Terry, and I said, you know, even though you're preparing for this, you've still got winter sports going on, and he's juggling things. Of course, tomorrow night is the historic cross-county battle. The night before Thanksgiving, Knox, North Judson, St. Pierre was going to be a girls and boys doubleheader. That's now not the case because both boys football teams did so well. But, man, he talks about the week, and then we talk with head coach Brett Lambert. We also have a salute to the champion segment with several of the players on the Blue Jays team. Just a jam-packed show. We are so excited to bring that to the air this coming Saturday, but all eyes right now are here at the Bobcat Den to see the Oregon Davis Bobcats host the West Central Trojans. A lot of players out of the floor, almost said field. Here we go.
Can't get out of that mode.
That we remember. Bryce Naniga in the middle to take the tip, and then Carson Matthew for the Bobcats.
Yeah, I think the Bobcats have to make sure they know where number 11 is.
Yeah, definitely. We remember him from last. We also remember Grindstaff now. He's a sophomore. As the JT Shirt Shack tip is up and away, and the Bobcats will control. It's DJ Garland bringing it across the timeline. He's got it at the volleyball line up top. Brendan Grindstaff on him. Man-to-man, it looks like, from the Trojans. Entry pass to the left block. It's Carson Matthew, and he's going to dominate early. 2 points quickly for Carson Matthew.
I think that's where you're going to see the Bobcats have to go. They got a little advantage in the inside. You know, when you got a high-low with the Matthew brothers, I think it's a good thing.
Bishop has it back up top. Now Bryce Naniga, man-to-man from the
Nice
Bobcats.
pass.
Dump off inside to Christian Hughes is no good. And that's a rebound by number 8. Number 0, thank you, Aiden McCallum. Left elbow, it's Carson Matthew working his way inside, and a foul will be called on number 20. That is Christian Hughes on the inside. So Carson Matthew using his body. This is the type of style we talked about last year with him. If he can just use his body and his angles, he's going to come out on top more times than not.
Oh, for sure. And the thing that he's got to get used to is not getting above that free throw line. He has to play with his back to the basket, stay down low. That's where you have the advantage, and it looks like the beginning of this game, that's what they're doing.
0 for 1, now 0 for 2. He missed both of them, keeps it 2-0 here in the early going. Coming up on 7 minutes to go. Naniga fakes the 3, driving inside, picks up his dribble, and now we've got a foul, a scrappy play there by Brady Danford. Reached in, and he knew it immediately. So it will be an out-of-bounds play underneath their own basket. Bryce Naniga to take it out.
Well, we got to understand the officials are kind of new to the boys.
Yeah.
You know, it's the quicker game and everything, so it's going to be a little rusty themselves.
They get it out, now up top to Brady Bishop. Now to the near corner. Brendan Grindstaff brings it out up top. A little zone here maybe from the Bobcats.
Yep.
Now to the near corner. Big time 3 on the way. Brady Bishop bounces around, no good, and then rebounded by Connor Matthew. He gets it to DJ Garland, and here he comes. 2-0, the Bobcats lead early. Ooh, nice dump-off pass from the left elbow. No good. Almost had it. That was Aiden McCallum. No good on the layup. Bryce Naniga picks it up, and here he comes down to the other side of the floor. Ooh, tough shot. Tried to draw the foul on Brady Danford. He kept his hands up nicely. And that from the right short corner, no good, and it's rebounded by the Bobcats. Here comes DJ Garland. gets it to the right block. The Trojans are coming to help. Brady Danford saves it. Now inside to Connor Matthew. Dump off to his brother Carson. No good off the glass. Fighting for the rebound. They get a second chance. It's Connor Matthew out to DJ Garland. Then back to Carson. Here he comes inside. No good, but he draws the foul, and that's the second time he's been able to do that.
Trojan foul number 2,
Brandon Bishop.
His first, team second, to the line, shooting 2.
So Bishop will pick up the foul, his first of the quarter. Second team foul for the Trojans. This free throw goes through for Carson, as Keener Construction is a proud supporter of local high school sports. Call Chad Keen at Keener Construction today for all your construction needs at 574-806-1387. Second free throw is good as well. All 4 points to Carson Matthew. Now here are the Trojans dumping off inside quickly. Blocked by Carson Matthew, and then it goes off the man that tried to lay it in, Trevor Campbell. No good, the senior. So that means the Bobcats will get it back in a full court pressure situation here from the Trojans now. I think they want to take over, and they're just not happy about it. Garland will break the full court press. He'll take it coast to coast, and he's blocked. And now here come the Trojans. Ooh, quick three from number 2, Brady Bishop. Extended wing right in front of the Bobcats bench, and now we have a push in the back, it looks like, offensively.
Von Lehman, that's his third team, or his first, team third.
Costly there.
Nice job of boxing out. The Bobcats right now, doing some good things. I think they want to, against this press, they want to keep the ball in DJ Garland's hands as much as possible.
They'll get it into Brady Danford. He'll push it forward to Connor Matthew. He'll break the press, brings it inside, lays it up off the glass. Nice and easy. Connor Matthew. He took on a couple of Trojans. They lead 6-0, and Grindstaff's going to pop a three immediately as he crosses the timeline. It's no good. Rebounded by DJ Garland. He pushes it forward to Brady Danford. They are beating this press right now. They get it inside, almost stolen. Saved by Connor Matthew. Then dump off the Carson. No good, but he's fouled again, and he will go to the charity stripe.
The Bobcats are doing a nice job of, moving the ball real well.
They're definitely looking for him on the inside as well.
Oh, yes.
He will make the first of 2, as Osborne Advantage Real Estate is a proud sponsor of local high school sports and would love the opportunity to make you feel right at home here in Stark County. Call them today at 574-896-2567. Sideline Automotive is a hometown proud auto care shop, recently voted Stark County's best for tires and oil changes. Call Joe today at 574-249-5537. Second free throw, no good. Keeps it 7-0. 5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Other side of the floor, the Trojans dump it off for a nice little short shot. No good from Zach Boning. It rolls out of bounds. Last touch by the Trojans, and it will be Bobcat basketball.
I'm kind of surprised Coach Odom hasn't called a timeout to just settle them down a little bit. Say, it's 7-0, it's early. Just relax a little bit.
Sideline out of bounds play to get it in with a full court press. They do to Carson Matthew. Gets it back to the guard, DJ Garland, and he will bring it across half court as the Trojans lay off. Garland has it up top. Brendan Grindstaff on him. He brings it back out at the volleyball line. Here's head coach Larry Center calling out the play. Ooh, lob inside. Baseline to Connor Matthew. Tried to dump off to his brother at the far block, and they will throw it away for a costly turnover. Their second of this quarter that I have.
Yeah, but they're looking inside. That's what they were doing, and kind of overpassed that one, but right idea. Right idea.
Bobcats 7, Trojans nothing. 4:20 to go in the opening quarter. Opening game of our season and these two teams' season. Short corner fadeaway shot from Bryce Naniga, no good, but a big-time rebound by Brady Bishop. Second chance opportunity, sees a missed shot, and it rolls out of bounds. Last touch by the Cats.
Check into the game for the Bobcats, number 30.
And now Trevor Campbell will check in for the Cats, and checking out is Aiden McCallum. Out of bounds play underneath their own basket for the Trojans. Set to take it out. It's Brady Bishop. He slaps the ball. Here comes the play. Dumps in. Tried to find another Trojan. Wasn't there. It rolled to a third Trojan. And now it finds the hands of Bryce Naniga for a huge three. It goes through for the first points of the Trojans. And then as the Bobcats were trying to get it in, Brendan Grindstaff poked his hand in there. It goes back out of bounds. So the Trojans are picking it up here a little bit. Looks like they'll back off from that full court pressure. It's DJ Garland bringing it across the half-court line. Brendan Grindstaff on him. Crossover, takes it inside, picks up his dribble, now back out to number 30, Trevor Campbell. Then he finds Brady Danford back to the right elbow. Carson Matthew, no good. Good shot, though. Rebounded by Bryce Nanigan. Here he comes. Picks up his dribble.
2 on Brady.
Pops it from 4 out, and that will be Brady Danford's second foul, sending Bryce Nanigan to the line to shoot 2. As L&D Farms is a proud sponsor of local high school sports, they are no stranger to hard work and dedication. They recognize the structure and discipline that goes into playing sports and being part of a team. L&D Farms wishes all local teams good luck this season. First free throw from Bryce Nanigan, no good. We have a couple of substitutions. It looks like Brady Bishop will come out for the Trojans, and Malachi Wireman will come in. Also, number 0, Aiden McCallum, will check back in for the Bobcats, and taking a seat is Brady Danford as he picked up that second foul. Second free throw for Naniga is good. The Bobcats lead 7-4, 3:30 to go here in the opening quarter. It's DJ Garland going inside off the glass. Took the pick, had space, he looks good. Now Grindstaff on the other end of the floor. Good energy from the Bobcats so far, Coach.
Yeah, they're talking, they're moving, they're doing a really nice job out there. Pretty impressed.
Deep shot, long 2. Coach Sinner.
Well, I thought, what's his face? Campbell did a nice job of boxing out. He just forgot to go get the ball. Great job of boxing out.
Yeah, it fell right into the hands of Coach Larry Sinner, and he pulls it out of bounds. It's ours, it's ours. So the Bobcats will have it. Off the missed shot from Bryce Naniga, that deep 2, no good, keeps it 9-4. Now here are the Bobcats on their side of the floor, and they're going to throw it away. They tried to find Aiden McCallum in the far corner, just got past him there. Now we see Brady Bishop check back in and Zach Boning check back out for the Trojans. The Trojans have several guys, new pieces to this puzzle. They had a great 8th grade class last year. Now they are freshmen, and they're getting varsity minutes. As here's Brady Bishop. Nice the hesitation. And he gets baseline and lays it up with a little finger roll action. 9-6 now. The Bobcats lead by 3. It's Carson Matthew, top of the key, picks up his dribble. Now back to his brother Connor. Far corner, Aiden McCallum from 15. No good. Rebounded inside. A big rebound by 52, Landon Hughes. We remember that name. And now here come the Trojans back up top, far corner. Big time 3. No good. Rebound of Bishop. Second chance opportunity, and he puts it back. We got a 1-point ball game, and we also have a timeout by head coach Larry Center. What a run for the Trojans, 9-8. They only trail by 1 now with 2:07 to go in the first.
Well, I think the Bobcats started off the way they wanted to. They spread the floor out pretty good, tried to get the ball inside to Matthews, did a nice job. Then they had a couple unforced turnovers as far as I was concerned.
Well, and I knew what you were about to say a moment ago. Matthew got it at the 3-point line. You're wanting him to get it down on the block.
Well, there's no reason to have him taking 3 and 4 dribbles above the free throw line. I mean, that's never bodes well for your team.
Well, and especially when he was dominant there in the first couple of minutes. I mean, they couldn't stop him. He's just a force to be reckoned with.
But when you're a 6'4", 6'5" kid, you really don't need to be dribbling the basketball unless it's 1 or 2 dribbles down low with your back against the basket.
Yeah, Carson, 6'6".
6'6", okay.
That's what they listed as.
I know he's big.
And then he's most likely being guarded by Christian Hughes, 6'2". So he does have the height advantage and size advantage as the full court pressure is back on from the Trojans. They'll get it into DJ Garland. He'll beat it, cross the timeline, gets it to the far corner, back up top, fakes the 3. That's number 30, Trevor Campbell. Inside to Carson Matthew, then back out to Connor, then back out to Campbell for 3. No good, rebounded by Malachi Wireman, and here come the Trojans trailing by 1. They hope to take the lead here on this possession. 1:40 to go in the first. Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Terry Minix. We're back, baby. Back up top, Bryce Naniga at the volleyball line, takes the pick, pops it, fading. Ooh, too short, and I think he's brushing off a little dust too. Bryce usually can hit some of those shots while he creates space.
It's early. It
is early, and he's only getting warmed up. He's already been to the free throw line. Now to the far side of the floor. They get it to Carson Matthew. He almost lost it, but they're going to call a foul, I believe, on number 52, Landon Hughes.
That's his second.
So this will send Matthew to the line, as that was the Trojans' 5th foul in this quarter, as local union USW 9551 is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They believe in the future of these young adults and wish them luck as they take on their opponents this season. Randall's Funeral Home of Hamlet and Coots Lake have been proud supporters of local high school sports since 1952. Contact them today at 574-867-3321 for Hamlet or 574-586-2120 for Coots Lake. Matthew hits both free throws, back up to a 4-point lead, 11-8, 3-point lead I should say, 11-8. Now on the other end of the floor, the Trojans had a short corner shot from 13 out, no good. Rebounded by Carson Matthew. He gets it to DJ Garland, and now they cross the timeline. Ooh, Garland stepped back deep two, felt good, in and out, no. Rebounded by Landon Hughes, and he gets it to Bryce Aniga, who is now bringing it across the timeline. Now he's baseline, goes up, draws the foul, and that's what he likes to do.
Kind of bailed him out there. Connor Matthews, that's his first. I was surprised the Bobcats last time didn't go back to Matthews inside, because Landon Hughes has 2 fouls and he's still guarding. He's been kind of dominant down there.
Well, and then Bryce, he's understanding he's not got the hand right now, so he's going to try to get warm by going to the free throw line. He hits the first of 2, misses the second. Almost rebounded by the Trojans, but Carson Matthews slips in there and saves it. He gets it back to DJ Garland. Now here comes Garland around his back. Almost lost it. Brady Bishop on him. He beats him, goes inside. Blocked from behind by Naniga. Rebounded by the Trojans. They push it forward. And now a late whistle.
What?
Calls a fast break dead.
Technical foul on number 1, DJ Garland.
So they're calling a technical on DJ Garland. We were looking on this side of the floor due to the fast break. The referee saw something DJ he didn't like, and this will put Brady Bishop at the line.
I think he thought he got hit a little bit when he went in there attacking the basket, but you know, it doesn't matter. They may not have the best eyes, but some reason the officials have good ears. They can hear you.
Yeah, no kidding. Sometimes it's the magic words.
Yeah.
As these 2 technical free throws will go through, tying this ball game up now 11-11. It took almost the entire quarter for the Trojans to fight back, but they have now, and we have a ball game. 29.3 seconds to go in the first. They kick it back court. They also get the ball. Grindstaff crosses the timeline, gets it to Bishop. Dump back off to Hughes. Blocked from behind by Carson Matthew. Pushes it forward. It's DJ Garland. 1-on-2. Stolen from behind. Almost saved by the Trojans. It's Bryce Naniga fighting for it. Ball goes loose. Last touch by the Trojans, they say. And now they're telling head coach Brad Odom he's gone too far. You can't go half court, coach. What's going on?
There's a lot going on and not even on the court.
No kidding. Don't worry about me. So Garland will bring it across for the last 5 seconds. Right elbow stolen by the Trojans, and that will be the end of the first quarter. It ends in a tie, 11-11. Man, a lot to talk about. Second quarter action, though, on the way. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Schell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. When you grow up and work on a family farm, on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team, that appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. At Lawrence Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
Back Back at the Bobcat Den in Hamlet, Indiana. Mitch Columbia along with Terry Minix. We are back, folks, for a new season as the Oregon-Davis Bobcats are hosting the West Central Trojans on KVB's WKVI. Back in action, the Trojans have it. Tied at 11, as I said. It's Bryce Naniga going inside. He's going to pick up another foul here, Coach. I think it's on Carson Matthew.
No, I think it's on McCollum.
Yeah, let's hope for the Bobcats' sake that is. You definitely don't want Carson to get into foul trouble here. So far in the first quarter, I had the Bobcats unofficially. Again, unofficially, and this is our first game of the season. 4 turnovers, Trojans 2 that I counted. Again, unofficially. First free throw is good from Naniga. Second is as well. Now the Trojans take the lead for the first time in this ball game. We just passed the 7:40 mark. Second quarter, Trojans lead 13-11. Matthew gets it to Brady Danford, fakes the pass, blows by Brady Bishop, gets blocked though by number 20. That was Christian Hughes. He gets his own rebound, back out to Connor Matthew, and then up top to DJ Garland to reset. Garland, man-to-man defense from the Trojans. He gets it over to the far extended wing, Tate Lehman. No. Trevor Campbell, wrong team. Back to the far corner. Aiden McCallum for 3 in the far corner. No good. Brady Danford picks up the rebound, missed it, gets another rebound, and this time he gets it to go through as the Bobcats will tie it up 13-all. 7 minutes to go in the first half. Quick 3 from Brady Bishop. Splash. First one of the year, 16-13, and Bishop didn't take much time at all. He didn't hesitate. He popped it. Now on the other end of the floor, DJ Garland will pop it from the free throw line. Brady Danford gets in there, picks up the rebound, but it will be out of bounds as he touched the baseline. So an unfortunate turnover there for the Cats.
Cats kind of got away from what they were doing right initially. It looked like they were showing a little patience like we talked that they had to do and got the ball inside to Carson. They're kind of hurrying up and forcing some shots right now.
Trevor Campbell checks out. Checking in is Connor Matthew, and there's another 3 by Brady Bishop. Back-to-back threes from him, and now the Trojans take a 6-point lead here in the second. Garland, crossover, spin, shot, no good. Rebounded inside, and a foul will be called, a loose ball foul here.
It's on Connor Matthews.
A loose ball foul there.
Yeah, them the ones you really don't want when you're 75 feet away from the basket. You got to get back and live to play another day.
So here come the Trojans. Bishop near corner 3 again. Tried to go 3 for 3, no good this time. Rebounded by DJ Garland, and here he comes. Picks up his dribble. Gets it to Carson Matthew, extended wing, Coach.
Just not where you need to be.
Blocked by Christian Hughes as he got it inside the paint. They get a second chance opportunity because Brady Danford was fighting for it. And now here are Trojans and Bobcats going at it in the paint for another rebound. So it will be an out-of-bounds play underneath their own basket. They're going to keep it here for the Cats. Brady Danford to take it out. Man-to-man from the Trojans. Slaps the ball. Here comes the play. Kicks it up top. Connor Matthew. Oh, it's going to be stolen by Bryce Naniga. And he will lay it in easily. 21-13. Trojans now pulling away. 5:30 to go in the first half. Garland crossing over. Takes the pick from Matthew.
Yep.
Another.
It's going to be Carson's first foul, though.
He stepped out to the three-point line to give DJ a pick, and he just dragged that foot, and now here is a timeout by head coach Larry Center to talk things over. As today's broadcast is brought to you in part by First Farmers Bank and Trust, providing state-of-the-art banking with old-fashioned service. We certainly thank them for supporting local high school sports and helping continue the tradition on KVB's WKVI. Today's game is also brought to you in part by Howard's Marathon of Winnemac, serving Pulaski County for 44 years. Call 574-946-6894 and ask for Howard or Dean. Interesting situation right now for the Cats.
Well, like I said, I think they kind of got away from what they were doing well right in the very beginning, and that was getting Carson Matthews, his back to the basket where he only had to take one or two dribbles or just a drop step. Instead, he's getting the ball out at the three-point line, and I'm one of them guys that don't believe that a 6'5", 6'6" kid should be dribbling the ball 3 and 4 times to create a create a shot. Where if he's got his back to the basket by the block, we know what he's going to be able to do. It's a drop step, it's a hook, or it's whatever, but it's only going to be 1 or 2 dribbles at the most. They got to get back to that.
And to add to your point, especially when the guy guarding you is several inches shorter.
For sure.
Even if you can step out and shoot the 3, why not just get easy 2s all night long?
Right, and Carson's been to the free throw line 8 times already in this game.
Exactly.
So, that's because he was down low with his back to the basket.
Out of the timeout, the Trojans have it. They get it to the right elbow. It's number 20, Christian Hughes, almost losing it. Picks up his dribble. Back out to Brendan Grindstaff, who pops a 3. No good. Inside, rebounded by Landon Hughes. He almost traveled. Saved it back to Grindstaff. He pops it from 13 inside the left elbow, and he will get it to go. A 10-point lead for the Trojans now, and here we have an extra whistle.
Bench warning on Oregon Davis.
So they'll give a bench warning to Oregon Davis here early. And there goes a Bobcat shoved to the floor. Either that or he tripped.
I didn't see it.
Let's see. Gosh. They'll have it, though. They dump back off to Connor Matthew. He went backdoor. The Trojans lost him 23-15. The Bobcats are fighting. And here comes Brendan Grindstaff, coast to coast. Back up to a 10-point ball game. 25-15, 4:20 to go in the first half. Almost lost it. It's Brady Danford fighting it with number 20, Christian Hughes. They save it. Then he tried to dump off the Carson Matthew, and it was last touched by a Trojan. It'll go out of bounds. Out of bounds play underneath their own basket for the Bobcats here. Aiden McCallum to take it out. Checking in for the Trojans is Malachi Wireman. Checking in is Malachi Wireman. Checking out is Christian Hughes.
I'll tell you right now, West Central is doing a good job of getting the 50-50 balls, hustling. They're just, out hustling the Bobcats right now.
McCallum looking for somebody. Kicks it up top to DJ Garland. Saved it from going over and back, and he takes the pick from Connor Matthew. Pops it from 16. Top of the key. No good. Rebounded by Landon Hughes. He gets it to Brendan Grindstaff. Here he comes. Coast to coast. Crossing over. Feeling good. Fakes the pass to the far corner. Now back up top to Wireman. Swings it over. Brady Bishop pops the 3! Splash. Another 3.
It's his third one tonight.
Third of the quarter. 28-15, the Trojans are pulling away slowly. And here come the Bobcats, faking the pass inside, getting it over to Aiden McCallum. He's doubled. Far side of the court, extended wing, tries to get it back to DJ Garland, almost stolen by Bryce Aniga. Ooh, nice crossover, DJ Garland! And he will draw the foul. No good on the layup, but he saved it. Did you see that crossover at the last second?
Trojan foul number 21.
The Trojans are swarming to the basketball right now. It took a few moments for them to wake up when they finally tied it at the end of the first quarter, and now they haven't looked back. First free throw from DJ Garland is good. All net. As tonight's game is sponsored in part by McGrath Refrigeration, a family-owned business since 1967, and your local Armstrong Air dealer. Call them for all your heating and cooling needs at 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right. Second free throw from Garland is good. Makes it 28-17 now. The Trojans lead the Bobcats.
Nice
no-look pass from Grindstaff. Fast break. Got it to Landon Hughes, and the left-hand lay-in goes. 30-17 now, 3:15 to go in the first half. The Bobcats trailing, trying to put something together here in the last three. Garland asks for the pick from Matthew, gets it, the roll happens, doesn't dump off. Instead, he finds number 2, it's Keegan Goebel. Goebel, I looked down right as that happened. What happened? He threw it away?
He threw it away.
So another costly turnover.
Like I say, I know it's beating a dead horse, but you've got to get number 40.
In the paint.
In the paint.
Now. Other side of the floor. Trojans, far corner. Brendan Grindstaff pops the 3. No good. Rebounded. Second chance opportunity. It's Landon Hughes. No good. Rebounded by Carson Matthew. He will then get it to Brady Danford, and here come the Cats. Danford, such a scrappy player. Ooh, in and out. Keeps it alive. Oh, man, he's going to throw it away. Stolen by the Trojans, and now here they are on a fast break opportunity. The Bobcats trail. They get to him.
Ooh, that's over the back. That's over the back.
Now it will be over and back by the Trojans. Landon Hughes on Brady Danford, and Danford didn't like it.
I think it's on Bryce, actually.
Oh, Bryce Naniga. Yep. So Bryce Naniga.
That's his second. Oh, yeah.
And a couple of substitutions. Number 20 and number 0 coming in for the Trojans. Jaden Miller, number 0, and Christian Hughes, number 20. Carson Matthew will take a seat, checking in for him. Someone new tonight we haven't seen quite yet, I don't think. It's number 30. Oh, yes, we have seen him. It's Trevor Campbell. Garland crosses half court, gets it to Connor Matthew, then back up top to Brady Danford, swings it near side of the floor. It's DJ Garland. Garland has it back up top. Campbell, then dump off back to Garland, behind his back, Grindstaff on him, spinning around inside the paint, didn't call it, stolen though instead by the Trojans. Fast break opportunity, he lays it in, it is Christian Hughes, 32-17, the Trojans lead here, 1:50 to go in the first half. I say this every year, Coach, but I forgot how quick basketball goes compared to a football game. Goebel doubled back up top to Matthew, then swings it over to DJ Garland. Garland asking for the pick, gets it from Goebel, pops the 3, and a foul is called. Grindstaff's been on him, and I think that might be why DJ popped it. He just felt like he's just on me too much.
Yeah, but when the guy's shooting a kind of off-balance 3, there's no reason to foul him and have him go to the line for 3.
He's going to get 3 opportunities here at the charity stripe. They need it. As we thank Farm Fertilizer for sponsoring tonight's broadcast, call them at 574-867-2441. That's Farm Fertilizer, helping to move the bar on yield and crop investment returns. Mark's Body Shop in Knox is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. If you ever need collision repair, contact Mark at 574-772-7003. First free throw, no good. Second is, as Culver's Portside Marina is part of the broadcast, they can make sure your boat is ready for the winter. If you need help storing or winterizing your watercraft, contact Culver's Portside Marina at 574-842-5000. We appreciate their support toward helping continue this tradition. Third free throw is no good. He makes 1 of 3. The Trojans have it, and here they come. Brendan Grindstaff, Goebel on him, back up top. Bryce Naniga gets it inside. Christian Hughes using his will back out up top. Jaden Miller now drives in, kicks back out. Christian Hughes back up to Miller, fakes the shot, goes inside, has space, no good, but he draws the foul, and he will go to the line. When we were talking with Brad Odom, or I was before the pregame interview, he had mentioned Jaden Miller. He was glad to have Jaden Miller back, Bryce Naniga, Brendan Grindstaff to take the next step, and then he's just so excited to have Christian Hughes. You know, Christian Hughes was dealing with an injury last year. He also is happy about this freshman class. He's really excited about the future Brad Odom is for these Trojans.
I tell you what, they play defense, good team defense, which is, you know, the difference in the game right now. I mean, they're getting easy shots, but their defense has been incredible.
So Miller will hit both free throws at the line, making it 34-18. 1:10 to go here in the first half. Garland has it between his legs. Miller on and brings it back out. They're going to reset. Garland skip pass far corner, almost stolen, saved by Brady Danford. It falls into his hands, drives in, pops from the right elbow, no good. Good job by Connor Matthew to swap the board back out. Goebel near corner, 3! Splash!
They said it too.
deep two instead. It sounded cool. So it makes it 34-20. Now on the other end of the floor, Bryce Naniga driving inside, and he will draw a foul. Looks like it's on Brady Danford.
I think it is. That's his third.
Score update, the Culver Lady Cavaliers ended up beating their cross-county rival, the Argus Lady Dragons, 51-19. Shout out to Paul Dunn for getting me that score update there. Good win for the Lady Cavs, as the first free throw from Bryce Naniga is good, making it 34-20. Next free throw is good. 35-20, last 35 seconds of this first half. It's Carson Matthew. Oh my gosh, he drove all the way from the top of the key baseline, and he picks up the foul, and you're shaking your head.
I'm not sure why your 6'6" guy's bringing the ball up the floor.
It somehow is finding its way into his hands, and you know, they're relying on him. They are looking to him. You can tell that they look to him as the leader almost at this point in the season.
I mean, you can look for the leader, but you don't need to look for him to be your point guard.
Point guard, right, exactly. Get him where the money is. Get him where the money is. Get him down low onto that block. That's what Terry's trying to say here. So an out-of-bounds play underneath their own basket for the Cats. Trevor Campbell to take it out. Trying to find DJ Garland through a sea of picks. No, he dumps off up top to Carson Matthew, and he draws the foul. And the Trojans can't believe it. And the Bobcat cheer block is so excited about it. So Carson Matthew will go to the line to shoot two. Still conversing, cleaning up the court as several Trojans hit the floor. Brad Odom is pleading his case.
I'm not sure. Brad was talking to Larry. They were having a good few, giggles there about, I don't know, the call or what it was, but they were smiling and laughing.
First free throw from Carson Matthew is good, making it 35-21. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Todd and Josh Lawrence of Lawrence Farms. We thank Todd and Josh Lawrence for supporting local high school sports. Next free throw is good, 35-22. Last 20 seconds of the first half. Brendan Grindstaff crossing over, low dump off to Landon Hughes. Off the glass, left-handed, no good. Rebounded by Connor Matthew. Under 10 seconds to go in the first half. DJ Garland pushing it forward, 5 seconds to go. Here he comes, coast to coast.
Oh, my.
And he threw it over the back of the backboard. I don't know if that will be the end of the first half or if they're going to stop the clock. Yep. So that will be the end of the first half. The West Central Trojans lead the Oregon Davis Bobcats 35-22. A big second quarter, actually a big end of the first quarter for the Trojans and a big second quarter for them, as we are going to take a break and come back for the KVB halftime show. Don't go anywhere. We have started our 2024-2025 season on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. In 49 other states, it's only basketball, but this is Indiana.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, we know that when agriculture thrives, we all do. It's the heart and grit of our agricultural communities that keep the crops coming in and the livestock cared for day and night. That's why we build financial solutions around the needs and schedules of our ag clients. I'm Isaac Blue, ag banker at Knox, North Judson, and Culver. If you're looking for a financial partner that has over 135 years experience in understanding and supporting agriculture, I'd like to hear from you. Let's harvest success together. First Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Howard's Marathon in Winnemac has a reputation built on getting things done right. With 30 years experience as an ASE Master Auto Technician, Dean Wentz is the right choice for the auto repairs or service. From auto computer diagnostic checks to new batteries and tires, they can take care of it all. Howard's Marathon is a proud supporter of area high school sports and wishes all teams a great season. Howard's Marathon, 121 South Monticello Street in Winnemac. Call 574-946-6894.
36-22 is the score here in the KVB halftime show. I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. I'm accompanied by sports analyst Terry Minix to break this first half down. Great start from the Cats. I don't think you can take that away from them. It just didn't finish the first quarter like you'd hope.
Well, like I said, it's one of them beating a dead horse right now. But, they started out patient. They started out, with a game plan of getting the ball inside to Carson, and they did a nice job. And, he only had one basket, but he went to the free throw line 10 times because they couldn't stop him, 6'6" kid out there. And they kind of hurried some shots, pushed the ball up, had some unforced turnovers, and just kind of got away from what the game plan was. The nice thing, they've only got, Carson has 9 points and DJ has 5. Everybody else, a couple others have 2. But the nice thing about West Central's got, pretty balanced scoring. They got Grandstaff has 4, Bishop has 15 with them 3 3-pointers, and then Bryce has 11. So they're spreading the ball, but their offense starts with their defense, Mitch. They're swarming. I think you said that earlier. When they see something out there, they're trapping, they're double teaming, they're trapping any loose ball. They feel like it's theirs. They've done a nice job. They look like they're hungry, and I think they had a pretty nice first half after that first 3 or 4 minutes, and then they got things rolling.
Well, we talked a little bit about Carson Matthew. He dominated when he's on the post, but when he's out on the three-point line, there's nobody on the inside that can be a threat, and it almost kind of clogs your guards from being able to move the ball around and do what they want to do, too. Not to say Carson can't step out and hit the deep three. We're just saying when he's being guarded by somebody that is that much shorter than him, he's 6'6", and Christian Hughes is 6'2". Let's get the easy, too.
Well, it's called advantage, disadvantage. And when you have the advantage, you need to take advantage of having the advantage and get your back to the basket and get the ball inside. The other part with him being out by the free throw line and three-point line is, now you take your biggest rebounder if somebody else is shooting the ball away from the basket. And if he is going in, he's probably more apt to get a foul because he's coming in. So, I think they'll get it together. It's early.
First game of the year.
First game of the year. But, you still, I'm sure, well, actually, I saw Larry, once he took out Carson there, he told Carson, he needed to get down. And it wasn't get down, sit in your seat. It was get down to the block. So I'm sure, that's what he said to him when, I was watching his lips when he was speaking to Carson.
Right.
So, but yeah, I think, we'll see with the first 4 minutes of the second half. I think it's huge for the Bobcats. They can't let this get out of hand right now. They're down 14 points right now, but, that's not a lot if you just, it's about stops, and they just need to come out now, do what they started the game off with, get the ball inside, let him take control. If they foul him, let him get to the free throw line. He's shooting the free throws pretty well, so they'll be all right. They just got to get off to a good start this second half.
Well, we're very excited to be back in action to do basketball. That was a very, very fast first half.
Yeah, it's not like football, is it, Mitch?
I know, this is a lot of fun.
Well, football's fun too, but it's slower.
It's
it's a little bit slower.
I don't have much time to think in this sport. You got to go. You just got to go. You got to feel it. Well, LAP Waste is a woman-owned waste management company. Quick, reliable next-day delivery service for dumpsters and containers. Get rid of your waste as easily and efficiently as possible. Call them at 574-542-4019 and waste less with LAP Waste. We got a score update earlier from Paul Dunn about one of our other area teams in action tonight. It was the Culver Lady Cavaliers beating Argus 51-19. Good win for the Lady Cavs there. We'll keep our eye on some other scores in our areas. In our area, the Winnemac Lady Warriors were in action tonight against North White, and then a couple of boys teams were in action. The Winnemac Warriors started their season tonight, and then also starting their season tonight was the South Central Satellites. Matty Bush, always loved talking with head coach Matty Bush, so we'll keep our ear out or eye out for a score update on those area teams in action tonight. But for us here in the Bobcat Den, the West Central Trojans lead the Oregon Davis Bobcats 36-22 here in the KVB halftime show. We'll take a quick break and come back. More to chat is on the way.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
The key to high-yielding crops is accurate and dependable soil testing. This is Andy Awald of Farm Fertilizers and Seeds. Having the right information to make the most profitable fertility decisions is what Image Services from Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is all about. We combine cutting-edge technology and computerized record-keeping with a common-sense approach to soil sampling and fertilizer recommendations. Whether it be by management zone for field-level applications or grid-based for variable rate applications, count on Image Services by Farm Fertilizers and Seeds for your soil service needs this fall.
Do you know what to do when you see a down power line? The answer is very simple. Stay far away. The folks at Kankakee Valley RAMC want you to know that down power lines can be very dangerous. Even if they come off the power pole, they still may be energized. Call 911 and wait for instructions from the fire department or power company. The folks at Kankakee Valley RAMC want to keep you safe.
Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winnemac is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack provides all your printing, screen printing, apparel, and embroidery needs. Call 574-946-3551 and ask for Tina. That's if you want to look cool like the KVB crew. We appreciate them and their support toward helping continue this tradition. 36-22, the Trojans lead the Bobcats here at half.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
Kankakee Valley Broadcasting, bringing you Indiana High School basketball on 99.3 FM, The Valley.
We're back, baby. A new season on KVB's WKVI. We go to the second half. 36-22, the Trojans lead. If you're the Bobcats here, Coach, what was your message at halftime?
Get back to what we did at the beginning. I mean, seriously, I say keep beating that dead horse, but, patience. Get the ball inside. At the beginning, they had, West Central back on their heels. They were getting some fouls, getting a little bit of foul problems, and then they got away from that. As far as West Central is, they just keep doing what they're doing. Be aggressive. They're being the aggressor right now. They're doing a real nice job. They're pushing the ball up the floor that we talked about in the beginning they needed to do, and forcing the Bobcats to get back on D and getting some dumb fouls when they do that. So, West Central's going to, same old, and the Bobcats got to just get back to what their game plan was, and that's get the ball inside to Carson Matthews.
Trojans will start with the basketball this second half. Here in the third, as they kick it back court to Brendan Grindstaff, we're already underway. as it's Brady Bishop getting it to the right elbow. That's Christian Hughes back up top to Bryce Nanaga, and he hesitates enough to throw Connor Matthew off, and he blows by and lays in a right-handed layup. 38-22 now, the Trojans lead. DJ Garland to the right elbow. Carson Matthew double coming. He uses his body and he gets inside. The two dribbles coach like, but no this time. Rebounded by Bryce Nanaga. Near corner, back up top to Nanaga now. Here he comes inside. Picks his dribble up in the paint, spinning around. Shoots a wild shot, trying to draw the foul from Brady Danford. He kept his feet to the floor, and nothing was there. So rebounded by the Bobcats, and here they come. It's DJ Garland going inside. Dump off to Brady Danford. Nice, a little up and under, and he gets it to go. 38-24 now. 7 minutes to go in the third.
That was a great pass by DJ. Good look.
Now, up top, it's Brady Bishop on the other side of the floor for the Trojans. He then finds Bryce Nanaga driving inside, dump off to Landon Hughes, stolen by the Bobcats. Here they come. It's Brady Danford holding it, gets it to DJ Garland, and they will bring it across the timeline. Man-to-man from the Trojans, as we've seen all night. They tried to get an entry pass to Carson Matthew, almost stolen by Christian Hughes, and it goes out of bounds right in front of head coach Larry Center. Danford to take it out. Sideline out of bounds play. Slaps the ball. Here it comes. Far court pass. Oh my gosh, it's stolen by Brady Bishop, and they're going to call a jump ball? So they call the jump ball. Luckily for the Bobcats, it stays here. The possession arrow was pointed in their favor.
You know, an out of bounds play, you shouldn't have to throw a cross-court pass.
No. McCallum gets it in. Short corner, stolen by Brady Bishop. Here he comes. He stole it from Carson Matthew, and Bishop back up top to Bryce Nanaga. Fakes the pass, going inside. Took on two Bobcats, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Christian Hughes. His putback's no good, but he is fouled by Carson Matthew, and that might be his third. He's walking immediately to the bench.
I think that's his second.
He immediately started walking right back to head coach Larry Center, like he knew he shouldn't have fouled.
Well, he went for the block and forgot about getting the rebound first.
First free throw is no good from Christian Hughes. As Zingo Express of Knox is a proud sponsor of tonight's action. Stop by Zingo Express in Knox and fuel up both you and your vehicle the Zingo Expressway. Next free throw, Hughes. Bounces out, no good. Rebounded by Connor Matthew. He gets it up to Brady Danford. Danford crosses the timeline. Here he comes, taking on the Trojans. Dump off to Carson Matthew. Turnaround shot, no good from the post. He's fouled and will go to the line to shoot for two, and that's what you want to see. So Matthew will shoot the first of two. It is no good, as Keener Construction is a proud supporter of all local high school sports. Call Chad Keen at Keener Construction today for all your construction needs at 574-806-1387. Let Keener Construction build your home today. Second free throw, no good. Rebounded by the Trojans. 6 minutes to go here in the third. They lead 38-24. Big time three. It's Brendan Grindstaff. Splash. 41-21 now. 5:50 to go in the third. Danford pushing the tempo. Tried to dump off to Carson Matthew. Almost stolen. Saved. Far corner to Aiden McCallum. Back up to DJ Garland. Then back to McCallum. Stolen by Christian Hughes on the entry pass to Carson Matthew. Here comes Hughes spinning around. Taking on two Bobcats. No good. And it will be rebounded by Connor Matthew. The Matthew brothers held strong there. They push it forward to DJ Garland. 3-on-1. Euro. No good. He took on Bryce Nanaga with the Euro. Left-handed, no good. Nanaga skied high. DJ Garland drew the foul, and he will go to the line to shoot two.
I think that's Bryce's third.
The first free throw from Garland Bounces up and in as Osborne Advantage Real Estate is a proud sponsor of local high school sports and would love the opportunity to make you feel right at home in Stark County. Call them today at 574-896-2567. Sideline Automotive is a hometown proud auto care shop, recently voted Stark County's best for tires and oil changes. Call Joe today at 574-249-5537. Second free throw from Garland, no good. Rebounded by Brendan Grindstaff, pushing the tempo. Tried to get it inside to Naniga. Almost stolen. Back out to Brady Bishop. He pops it from 15, no good. Then rebounded again by the Trojans. It's Christian Hughes back up top to Brendan Grindstaff. They'll reset here, and he has it with DJ Garland on him. Crossover going inside. Puts up a shot on Carson Matthew. He didn't keep his feet set, and they'll draw the foul. So now that's his second in this quarter.
That's his third foul.
Third foul of the night. You don't want to have him get into foul trouble here, as he will hit the first of two. A lot of free throws here in the early part of the third quarter, 42-25. It looks like Trevor Campbell will come in for Aiden McCallum on the Bobcat side of things. No subs as of yet for the Trojans. They really got a lot of guys in that first half. As of now, they're staying with their starting five. Brendan Grindstaff, Christian Hughes, Landon Hughes, also Bryce Naniga and Brady Bishop. Second free throw was no good, and then a fight for the rebound saw the Trojans touch at last. It will be Bobcat basketball.
No, they called a foul on Christian Hughes.
Oh, they called a foul.
That was his second.
So Hughes picks up the foul, trying to pick up the rebound. 42-25, 5 minutes to go in the third, and then there's a foul on Landon Hughes. He couldn't believe it. He looked at head coach Brad Odom, and Brad goes, yep.
That's his third.
Yep, that was a foul, and that is his third, Landon Hughes' third of the night. Quick, into the near corner. DJ Garland wasn't set and ready. Now he dumps off to Connor Matthews. Spin around, shot, and it's almost blocked, but Bryce Naniga got a little heavy on it. So this will send Connor Matthew to the line.
Bryce's third.
Things getting chippy here. First game of the season, as Connor will miss the first of two. And L&D Farms is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They are no stranger to hard work and dedication, and recognize the structure and discipline that goes into playing sports and being a part of a team. L&D Farms wishes all local teams good luck this season. Second free throw, no good from Matthew. Keeps it 42-25. Grindstaff step back, 17-footer's good. And then a timeout called by head coach Brad Odom. 19-point lead now for the Trojans.
Yeah, if Bobcat's going to do something, they got to start pecking away at this. And, you know, they're at some nice shots. That Grindstaff can shoot from anywhere out there.
Yeah, we saw that in that sectional game, the quarterfinal, first round of sectionals last year as the freshman. And I remember that game, Bryce Naniga got a nice steal, took it all the way to the other end, and gave us a slam-a-jamma. You remember that night?
Yeah, I do now.
That was a nice play.
Yes, it was. That was a big win over there.
And for some reason, I don't know why, but I guess Bryce played the way he's played for so long. I thought he was a senior last year.
Well, I think a lot of the coaches in the surrounding schools were hoping he was a senior.
He was a senior, yeah. When it's all said and done, we're going to say Bryce was there for about 8 years, wasn't he?
Yeah. Well, I will say I know the Bobcats are playing without their best defensive player, but he's not a lot of size. The Cook kid doesn't have enough practices in yet. He was hurt a little bit, and he hopefully, for Larry's sake, he'll be back here soon.
Out of bounds play underneath their own basket.
They're going to the other end, right?
Oh, I did too. I didn't either.
I said, I hope they know we're going to the other end.
It was a full court press situation. It looked like an out of bounds play, but no, they were just getting it in, full court pressure. Here's Connor Matthew popping it from the right elbow, rolls around, and he gets it. 45-27 now, 4:20 to go in the third. Grindstaff gets it to Bryce Naniga, drives inside, picks up his dribble at the paint. He's double-teamed. How many
He's
seconds?
still in there.
Head coach Larry Sennert wanted it, and now
that's not even his call.
The official on the other side of the floor calls it.
That's not even his call, but everybody in the place knew it was 3 seconds because he never left.
He bailed his buddy out.
I would tell kids now, just stay in there because for some reason we can't count to 3. I don't understand it. Just stay in there until they count, maybe once or twice called against you.
Just stand there until they do it.
Yeah, I want to see them count.
We're testing the refs here.
Yeah.
And now on the other side of the floor, the Bobcats will unfortunately have a turnover. They tried to get it into Carson Matthew at the short corner. Scrappy play from the Trojans. 3:45 to go in the third. It's Grindstaff handing off to Brady Bishop. A little weave option up top, then swings it over. Near corner, Landon Hughes back up top to Bryce Naniga. Entry pass to Christian Hughes, taking on Carson Matthew. No good. Rebounded by Carson, and he stayed strong that time, keeping his hands up high. 3:30 in the third. Now he's bringing it across the court. Dump back off to him. A little give and go. And he gets the and one.
Nice pass from his brother.
He found his brother Connor Matthew in the near corner here. And then, like Coach said, a little give and go action right back to Carson. And he gets the and one, and we'll see if he can make this three-point play the old-fashioned way. No good. Rebounded by Landon Hughes. He gets it to Bryce Nanigan across the timeline. He's got Brady Danford on him. He's taking it inside. Picks up his dribble at the right elbow. Dump off. It's Brendan Grindstaff crossing over. Gets by DJ Garland. Pops it from the free throw line. No good. Rebounded by DJ. Here he comes. Splits the defenders. Taking on Grindstaff. Off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Bryce Naniga. Now here come the Trojans pushing it forward. It's Brady Bishop. He's taking on Connor Matthews. Spin around in the paint. Dump off. He found Christian Hughes for an easy right-handed layup, and now it's 47-29. 2:50 to go in the third. Brady Danford brings it across half court. We will see a substitution for the Cats here shortly, and they throw it away again. Here comes Grindstaff now. Euro! Oh, no. Missed it. Rebounded by Carson Matthew. A wild Euro step. Couldn't get it to go, and he gets it back to DJ Garland. So Garland has it. Up top. Picks up his dribble, back out, extended wing. It's Trevor Campbell to Carson Matthew, then far corner to Brady Danford. Ooh. Back out up top, DJ Garland. Then to Trevor Campbell, then to Connor Matthew, deep two, no good, rebounded by Christian Hughes. Grindstaff pushing it forward, Brady Bishop, far corner three. Big time three from Brady Bishop makes it 50-29 now. That's his fourth of the night. Now on the other end of the floor, three from Campbell is no good. Far corner, rebounded by Bryce Naniga. Here he comes, coast to coast. Uses his right hand for the left hand layup, and he gets it to go. 52-29 now. 1:20 to go in the third. Garland gets around his defender, and he will get a right-hand layup while he's at it. 52-31 now. Trojans pushing the tempo, fakes the pass out. Brendan Grindstaff taking on Garland. No good with the help of Carson Matthew. He gets the rebound, pushing it forward. Stolen back by Christian Hughes. Floater, no good. Gets his own rebound, and he will put it back. 54-31. 54 seconds to go in the third. They tried to get something to happen. No call there. Brady Danford now on the other end of the floor. It's the Trojans. Fast break opportunity. No good on Bryce Naniga. Then Brady Bishop gets it no good. And then back to Bryce Naniga spinning in the paint. Puts up a wild layup. No good on the third try. Finally rebounded by Brady Danford. He gets it to DJ Garland. Last 19 seconds here of the third. No look pass to Connor Matthew off the glass. Beautiful job there between DJ Garland and Connor Matthew. Last 8 seconds here. Naniga driving inside. And that was a dominant play, and it will be the end of the third quarter. 56-33. The Trojans lead and are hoping to start their season 1-0. We'll see what happens when we take a break and come back. Fourth quarter action on the way.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. Give McGrath Refrigeration your local Armstrong dealer a call today at 574-772-3575. That's 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
It's hard to believe, but time sure does fly by. Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox are celebrating over 30 years of taking care of all of your insurance needs in our communities.
If I could turn back time.
And we're not going anywhere. Stop in and see Jim and the crew at Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox. Insurance you can count on from a business you've trusted since 1989. Proud presidential partners of Western Reserve.
Back at the Bobcat Den, Mitch Columbi along with sports analyst Terry Minix. We go to the fourth quarter. 56-33, the West Central Trojans lead the Oregon Davis Bobcats. As we're back in action, a huge three by Brady Bishop to open the fourth. Splash! 59-33 now's the score with 7:37 to go here in the ball game. The Trojans are really pulling away right now, and it's Connor Matthew back out to DJ Garland. For the Bobcats, dribbling between his legs, pops the three, short, no good, rebounded by Trevor Campbell. He'll pop it from the right elbow and make it happen with a nice swish. He tickles the twine now, 59-35, 7:15 to go in the fourth. It's Brady Bishop feeling confident now. Gets it back over to Jaden Miller. Bishop, a freshman, remember that. Miller pops it from the free throw line, no good, almost rebounded by number 4, Jason Blackburn. First time we're seeing him this evening for the Bobcats. It goes right off his thigh, so it will stay here. An out-of-bounds play underneath their own basket. They kick it out near corner, number 30, Tate Lehman, then back up top, Brady Bishop, the freshman, who's feeling very he's a freshman, coach. He's got 5 threes. Ooh, step back, 3, fading away. Splash from Brady Bishop. Oh, man. This kid is special here in the first game of the season. You can tell he is playing like a swing man here, as it's DJ Garland going baseline, near corner. Trevor Campbell, no good from a deep 2, rebounded by the Trojans. They push it forward fast. It's Malachi Wireman back up top. Brady Bishop, why not? Then back to the number 30 for 3. That was Tate Lehman, no good. He tracks down the long rebound, gets it over to Wireman, then back to Bishop for another 3. Splash! Brady Bishop putting on a performance here in the Den. 65-35.
I've run out of marks for my threes.
Wow.
I have 7 threes on my card, and
he has them.
He has them.
So now it's DJ Garland driving baseline. He will draw a foul on a Trojan. I believe that'll be Malachi Wireman. But you talk about a coming out party for Brady Bishop, the freshman, 6 foot. Quick feet, a swingman kind of player. You can tell he can make things happen, and he's got a nice shot.
Yeah, I would say so.
Near corner, out of bounds play, found it to the hands of DJ Garland. And now a little scuffle between Zach Boning of the Trojans and Brady Danford of the Bobcats. Just a little chippy right now. And the officials are coming together to talk this out. Local Union USW 9551 is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They believe in the future of these young adults and wish them luck as they take on their opponents this season. Randall's Funeral Home of Hamlet and Coots Lake have been proud supporters of local high school sports since 1952. Contact them today at 574-867-3321 for Hamlet or 574-586-2120 for Coots Lake. Collins Insurance is part of the broadcast, taking care of all your insurance needs. Jim Collins told me to tell you, call him anytime at 574-772-6844. That's Collins Insurance, supporting local high school sports. We also thank the Stark County Co-op, your local agricultural cooperative that offers an array of service and support, including grain, agronomy, seed, fuel, and LP Petroleum. Call 574-867-2411 to contact the Stark County Co-op. Finally, today's broadcast is brought to you in part by 5 Star. We thank them for supporting local high school sports and remind you to shop local. That's 5 Star in the Knox Mall. They are still conversing what they are going to call here on this play. I don't think it was intentional. It was just two kids going at it, making a tough play.
Well, I think it was one of them where I think Brady felt he was on him a little long, and then Brady came back towards him. So I think that's what they're trying to figure out is if he really did make contact with him when he came back. If they do, it's probably going to be an injection.
It looks like they've made up their decision.
They actually need both coaches together when you do this.
They're giving it a technical foul. So a common foul on Zach Baining. And what did you hear what Ernest just said? Brian Ernest just said?
It's a common foul on Baining, and then it was a technical
on Brady Danford.
But he didn't say ejection.
I didn't think he said it either. So I don't think Brady will be ejected. He will get.
I don't understand if you're going to give him a technical when he was going at somebody.
Yeah, and then they're having him shoot free throws as if it's a technical foul on Baining.
Well, it's because they're going to get the ball.
But they're going to get
the ball anyway.
So Brady Danford misses the first of two. He will miss the second of two. And now they will give the ball to the Trojans.
And that will be
for a free throw by Bishop.
Brady's fourth foul.
So Danford will pick up his fourth. They'll send freshman Brady Bishop to the line to shoot two. He will hit it, the first of two.
At least he's hitting free throws. I got lines to put free throws in.
You want me to run down there and tell him to stop shooting threes?
No, I love it. I mean, the kid can shoot. He's fun to watch.
Sheet.
Oh, yeah. I'll put it on somebody
else. Yeah. Man,
that's pretty special.
Shooting.
Coming out party for him as a freshman.
I mean, a few months ago, he was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
He was in middle school, Coach, and now he's doing step-back three balls
step back three.
in a varsity basketball game.
That's El Reggie.
That is. Takes me back. As now Brady Bishop, he's feeling it, fading away from the left elbow, no good. They get a second chance opportunity. It'll be Malachi Wireman shooting a deep three, no good. They get another opportunity. Offensive boards have been good for them tonight. And now here's Jaden Miller popping it from the left elbow. No good. Fighting for the rebound. The Bobcats finally come up with it. Here's a fast break opportunity. Brady Danford right-handed layup. And he will get an and one. A trailing Malachi Wireman put his hand on his hip, and that was enough. So it's 67-37 now with 5:20 to go in the fourth. He will hit the next free throw. So it makes it 67-38. He hits the free throw, and now the Trojans have it on the other end of the floor. It's Jaden Miller near corner. Took on Carson Matthew, and now he finds in the near corner number 22, Sebastian St. Clair for three. No good, and then a foul on the inside. They're going to call it, I think, on number 30 for the Trojans, Tate Lehman, the freshman. So they use Tate Lehman, who's a freshman on this team. They use Brady Bishop, who's a freshman on this team. Head coach Brad Odom is not shy. He's ready to put these boys in now.
Well, get them a taste of it. I mean, you're up 29 points. You might as well give them a shot at them, get them used to this high school basketball. It's not junior high anymore, Dorothy. So.
Yeah, right. So the Bobcats have it. A little give-and-go play back to Carson Matthew. He will draw the foul going inside, so he will go to the line as it's on number 22, Sebastian St. Clair, the senior.
That's his first.
First free throw from Matthew, is good. Makes it 67-39. Next free throw, also good, makes it 67-40, and then a timeout, it looks like, by head coach, a full timeout by Larry Center to the Bobcats to talk things over. Trying to take positives away from something like this. It's the first game of the season. You've got rust. The refs have rust. The other team, Coach Center said it in the pregame show. They know a lot about the Trojans. They faced them throughout the summer. They learned a little bit about them. But like you said, there's some situational issues on the floor where we're not thinking about where we're needing to be.
Well, like you say, it's the first game. Obviously he's probably talking to him right now about that. Guys, we've got 4 minutes and 45 seconds left. Let's work on the little things. Right now we're down 27 points. It's probably going to be tough for us to come back and win this, but we got to have goals, and right now we want to try to get it. Let's cut it to where we don't get beat by no more than 15.
Yeah.
Just kind of set little things. You can see the positives. And obviously West Central's got some of their subs in right now, and he wants to see them get some good playing time, get out there. So when he does have an issue where somebody's not shooting the ball well, or somebody gets in foul trouble, or somebody's hurt, or somebody's sick, he'd be able to put them in, and they won't be shell-shocked when they came in the game.
All right. So out of the timeout, the Trojans will have it. A little full court pressure here from the Bobcats. And the Trojans will push it forward. It's Brendan Grindstaff taking it across half court, picks up his dribble. Now he's going inside, dump off to someone new we haven't seen, Blake Indris, the senior. Rebound. No good, gets his own rebound, put back, no good. Then another Trojan comes flying in. It's the freshman Tate Lehman. He puts it up off the glass. So now here's Carson Matthew coming around, using the block, picks up his dribble, now inside to his brother Connor Matthew, and those two work well together. He gets it to go, 69-42. Now here comes, driving inside, number 1. That was Brendan Grindstaff. He draws the foul, stops the clock at 3:55 to go here in the fourth.
It'll be his fourth foul.
Well, not bad of a showing here for a Tuesday night basketball game. Both teams' cheerleaders came. The pep band is here for the Bobcats. Looks like your entire family's here as well. Where's my family? They're here. They're my new family.
There you go.
My new family.
We're here. We're here for you, Mitch.
Is Carson Matthew crossing half court, picks up his dribble, puts up a shot. They're going to call a charge on him.
And that's going to be 5.
So that will be his night. Carson Matthew on the 5th foul. So they will bring in Aiden McCallum.
Well, there again, it was just too much dribbling. Instead of just having your back to the basket and drop step or 1 or 2 dribbles. I mean, I know I've beaten that horse, but man.
They're cleaning up some sweat on the floor from the offensive foul. Well, the first quarter was very tight. It ended at 11-11. The second quarter ended West Central leading 36-22, and since that point, they haven't looked back. But it's been exciting to get back in action and to see a boys' game first. The quickness, the pace, they're ready to go this season. You can tell. both of these teams.
Yeah, I think there's going to, we've got some new coaches in the area, on both sides, girls and boys, so it's going to be a fun season to watch. Nice move. Great move.
Grindstaff takes it coast to coast, fakes the pass, goes over the defender with it, and then he lays it in off the glass. Very nice move. 30-point ball game, 72-40. And there's Brady Danford driving in off the glass. A foul will be called. So Danford will go to the line to shoot 2. We remind you tomorrow night we will be at Harold Weinberg Gymnasium for the historic night before Thanksgiving battle as the Knox Lady Redskins host the North Judson St. Pierre Lady Blue Jays. Of course, on our schedule it said girls and boys doubleheader. That is not the case now due to the fact both the Knox football team and the North Judson St. Pierre Blue Jay football team had such deep postseason runs. Of course, the Blue Jays are heading to Indianapolis this Saturday, where we will be there as well. So 3 big-time broadcasts this week on KVB's WKVI for our area teams, as the second free throw was no good, and then a whistle on the other end. Back in our game here as the Trojans draw a foul. I think that's on Brady Danford, his fifth. So 2 Bobcats foul out tonight here in the first game of the season. And now checking in is Justin Nixon, number 32. Is it Mixon or Nixon? Ooh, they're going to throw it away. Out of bounds play, the Trojans. Brady Bishop tried to find in the far corner, number 30, Tate Lehman. Gibson. So now the Bobcats have it, down 30 with 3:13 to go in the fourth. It's DJ Garland. Brady Bishop on him. Back over, number 30. It is Trevor Campbell to the near corner. Aiden McCallum back up. Campbell then up top to Garland. He's going to take the pick. Pops the 3. And it'll go out of bounds, no good. So now here come the Trojans. Bishop, dump off to the right elbow, number 32, Blake Indris almost lost it, saves it, then back up to Tate Lehman. Lehman over to Sebastian St. Clair. Then over to number 2, Brady Bishop. Bishop to the near corner. 21, that's Malachi Wireman. Up top, Brady Bishop tried to shoot a 3. Was it blocked?
It is blocked.
Blocked by DJ Garland. So the Bobcats have said, we've seen enough 3s from you tonight, Mr. Bishop. As he had 7 of them. Big 3 on the other end of the floor. Trevor Campbell, top of the key, no good. Rebounded by Tate Lehman, and here come the Trojans. Bishop pushes it forward. It's number 22, Sebastian St. Clair. Almost lost it, saves it back up top. Tate Lehman! Splash! Another 3 for the Trojans. And this time it's from Tate Lehman, 75-42. 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Step back 3, DJ Garland, splash! Makes it happen. So he matched the 3 on the next play. Bishop hands off. St. Clair, ooh, back door there from Malachi Wireman. He came up top, and then he cut to the middle where no one else was, and he gets the layup to go. 77-45 now, the Trojans lead. Dump off pass, short corner. It's number 2, Keegan Goebel. And it'll be last touch by the Trojans as they got a hand in there. We will now see Jason Blackburn check in for the Bobcats. Jaden Miller for the Trojans. And then checking out for the Trojans is Brady Bishop. His night comes to a close. And then DJ Garland will check out for the Bobcats. So all fresh faces here. Goebel, near corner. Extended wing, I should say. Trevor Campbell couldn't get the 3 to go. Long rebound goes out of bounds, so it will be Trojan basketball.
1 minute, 10 seconds. One more
1
3
minute
and
to
we get
go.
a running clock.
Sebastian St. Clair pops it from 15 inside the right elbow. No good. Maybe about 14 feet, I should say. And then now here comes Trevor Campbell to cross half court. Last 50 seconds of this ball game. Dump off, top of the key, then over to Goebel. Goebel takes the pick, crosses back over, coming to the near side of the floor. Puts it off the glass, no good. Rebounded by number 30, Tate Lehman. Bobcats fighting for it. Almost went out of bounds. They saved it, and then we hear a whistle here.
A foul.
Yeah, Jaden Miller picks up the foul.
I think Gibson's going to get to shoot 2 free throws.
So Justin Gibson at the line, shoots the first of 2, no good. Gibson's second free throw. On the way. No good that time. So rebounded by number 30. That was Tate Lehman. He gets it to Jaden Miller. Here comes Miller, bringing it forward. Back out. St. Clair 3. No good. Long rebound. Saved by number 30 of the Bobcats. That's number 30, Trevor Campbell. Now he gets it to the far corner. Aiden McCallum pops the 3. No good. Rebounded by Tate Lehman of the Trojans, and this should do it. You see head coach Brad Odom say, just hold it. Last 8 seconds here. They will win this game 77-45, and the Trojans will go 1-0. The Bobcats will go 0-1 to start their 2024-2025 season. Good win for them as 2 of our area teams clash for our start of the season. We'll hopefully catch up with Adam Neese of the Culver Lady Cavaliers. They were featured on our other station, KVB's Max 98.3 FM. They were in a cross-county battle tonight against the Argus Lady Dragons. We'll catch up with Adam Neese. We'll see if we can get a word with head coach Brad Odom of the Trojans, I should say. That's all in the Collins Insurance post-game show. We'll have our Stark County Co-op play of the game as well as our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game, so don't go anywhere. More chat coming up next. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Howard's Marathon in Winnemac has a reputation built on getting things done right. With 30 years experience as an ASE Master Auto Technician, Dean Wentz is the right choice for the auto repairs or service. From auto computer diagnostic checks to new batteries and tires, they can take care of it all. Howard's Marathon is a proud supporter of area high school sports and wishes all teams a great season. Howard's Marathon, 121 South Monticello Street in Winnemac. Call 574-946-6894.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. Give McGrath Refrigeration your local Armstrong dealer a call today at 574-772-3575. That's 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
The key to high-yielding crops is accurate and dependable soil testing. This is Andy Awald of Farm Fertilizers and Seeds. Having the right information to make the most profitable fertility decisions is what Image Services from Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is all about. We combine cutting-edge technology and computerized record-keeping with a common-sense approach to soil sampling and fertilizer recommendations. Whether it be by management zone for field-level applications or grid-based for variable rate applications, count on Image Services by Farm Fertilizers and Seeds for your soil service needs this fall.
Welcome to the Collins Insurance Agency's post-game show.
It's hard to believe.
77-45 was the final as the West Central Trojans beat the Oregon Davis Bobcats. As they go 1-0, the Bobcats will now be 0-1 to start their 2024-2025 season. We have sports analyst Terry Minix back with us this season. We're so glad we get the crew back together. We've got Chris McGowan in the fall. We've got Terry Minix as well in the winter. We also have Justin Ruff, who helps from time to time. We've got the crew back together. Terry, your overall thoughts of this game tonight? I know it didn't go the Bobcats' way, but overall for our area teams, the Trojans got a win.
Yeah, I thought the Trojans, after starting a little slow there, they were down 7-0, but from that point on, I think they really turned on. When I I think I said maybe Brad needs a timeout, and he didn't take a timeout. he knows his team a lot better than I know his team, and they just come out and after that point and were unbelievable and did exactly what they were supposed to do. They were more aggressive going for the ball. They were more aggressive for getting to the boards. And then when you have a freshman come out there tonight and shoot the way he shot, that the Bishop kid, I tell you what, area coaches, I don't know what your scouting thing has on it, but I would be looking. I mean, they don't only have their 1,000-point score from last year.
Bryce Naniga.
Yeah, they don't only have him. I will tell you, you might want to find somebody that can guard the Bishop fella because he is a stud.
Had a coming out party tonight.
Oh, my gosh. I had him for 29, and he went by so quick he probably had more than that, but I only had him for 29, so if I missed him, I'm sorry. But he had at least 29 the way I got it figured.
Could you imagine being a freshman? You're in middle school not long ago, and your opening varsity game, you get 29 points. That's pretty awesome.
Well, that's really that's like a it's like a career for some people.
Yeah.
So 29 on your first.
I never had a 29-point night.
29 on your first night out there. I
didn't make varsity till I was a junior.
No, that's huge. I mean, they're going to be a fun team to watch all year long because the other part about that team is they're very, very deep. I mean, they obviously they got a couple of good scorers, but they've got other kids that do so many little things. They're not overly tall, but they do a nice job of crashing the boards, and they out-rebounded the Bobcats pretty handily. I had them for, so it's going to be a good season for these Trojans.
Well, another one of our area teams in action tonight. You may have heard them on our other station, KVB's WYMR. That's Max 98.3 FM with Rusty Nixon on the call. The Culver Lady Cavaliers were in a cross-county battle themselves tonight against the Argus Lady Dragons. And, man, did the Lady Cavs have a night. The final saw them win 51-19. That was on Max 98.3 FM. Let's bring in head coach Adam Neese to talk about this. Coach, congrats on the cross-county battle win.
Appreciate it, Mitch.
Man, you got to be feeling pretty good after a win like that. You've already had a few games to start this season. Catch us up. How are things going right now? And then also tell us about tonight.
We're finally hitting our stride. We had a lot of success in volleyball this year, and we had a late start to the season. And we played our first 3 games and kind of getting ourselves into game speed and game shape, and we're really hitting the ground running. And tonight we really put 4 quarters together and played Cavalier basketball.
Yeah, we already know some of the names, but for our listeners, tell us some of the girls' names that we need to know about.
Ava McCune, she was our player of the game tonight. She had 14 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 steals.
And she's a freshman.
She's a freshman. Ashlyn Barrett had another big night. Brianna Slummer scored 14 for us tonight. She had 4 threes. And it was really just a great team effort tonight, Mitch.
Wow. Well, it must be the night for the freshmen because we saw a freshman here tonight pop off for 29. Man, you guys get some athletes that come out of middle school like this. You got to feel pretty good about that, Coach.
Sure do. We really are excited about our future these next 3 or 4 years. And we've got some great young talent and just excited to showcase them to the world.
Well, Coach, we're going to be seeing you quite a bit this season. I appreciate you hopping on here in the post-game show. Congratulations on the big cross-county win, beating Argus. I know that's one of your rivals. You wanted to check that box, and you got it done tonight. Good for you.
Appreciate it, guys. Again, thank you guys for everything you do for all of us. Again, not just the Cavaliers, but for every other school around here. You guys are amazing.
We'll be talking soon, Coach.
Thanks again. Go Cavs.
All right, that is head coach of the Lady Cavs, Adam Neese, as now we have an opportunity to talk to head coach of the West Central Trojans. It's Brad Odom. Well, you told me before the pregame interview you had some guys that were tired of beating up on each other. That must have been fun for you.
Well, I mean, I think our kids are a little frustrated in the first quarter. It really didn't play out the way that we kind of expected it early. We got into a real physical battle where it just kind of slowed the game down, and it was ugly. I mean, it just wasn't the style we wanted, and we kept telling them, hey, man, if we do a better job of just shutting down a post game and rebounding the basketball with all 5 kids, we can get out in transition, which is where we're a lot better. So it took a while to get that going, and we had to get into their lungs a little bit before our pressure started to take effect. And then in the second quarter, we made a nice run, made another nice run in the third quarter. And we've got some kids that do tremendous things in transition, and we got to try to find ways to get there consistently.
Well, like you said, you got off to a little bit of 7-0 to start off with. The Bobcats were feeling pretty good, and then they were just kind of pounding the ball inside to the big Matthew kid. And it was working for them, and they kind of went away from that. But, you guys dictated that because I thought your defense picked it up a lot. You were trapping, you were pushing the ball up the floor, you were forcing them back on their heels on the defensive side.
Yeah, we worked really hard over the last couple of days of telling our kids you had to run from rim to rim to try to force him into that same style, because we knew if they could set the ball up in half court, we don't have a whole lot of answers for that size. I mean, he's 6'6", he's a handful. And if he got us buried on the block, we were dead. Mm-hmm. And in order to stop that from happening, you got to be able to make that guy run and get out and try to defend us with some length. We ran a free throw break that we had a little success with and got a couple of easy looks off of it. And we were trying to find any way possible that we could sprint the ball from rim to rim to get them more in a transition game, which my guards are just more consistent in, and they execute that really well.
Well, I think one thing that you got to be happy about is you got a lot of kids in the game, obviously, tonight. But you're seeing you've got some depth out there that if there are issues, whether it's somebody not having a good night or health or whatever the case may be, you've got kids that can come in there and put the ball in the basket.
Well, and they're going to come in and they're going to compete.
Yes.
They're going to make sure that they're trying as hard as they can to get stops and to get rebounds, because we preach, man, as much fun as it is to play in transition, if you don't defend and rebound first, you can't get to any of that. It's really hard consistently to be good in the half-court offense if somebody gets to set their defense. And it's a lot different in the boys' game in that regard, because it's just so much more physical and there's great length in different spots. And for my guys, we're a little undersized on the wings, and we've got to make sure that we battle as hard as we can to get a rebound so we can get out and dictate how the game's played.
But the thing about, you say you're a little undersized on the wings, but on the offensive side, when you have kids that can shoot the three from 1 foot off the bus, it changes what the defense bigger the other team has on you, because like I say, the Bishop kid, I'm sure you taught him how to shoot over the summer, and but it was amazing. That step back three, that's not a freshman move.
No, he's a kid that spends probably more time in a gym than anyone I've ever been around.
Wow.
And for him to step on to his first varsity game and act like it was every other game he's ever played shows you how incredibly prepared he is individually for that moment.
Yep.
It shows, obviously, how collectively we were prepared for him to have a moment like that, because we know how incredibly important he is to us. So he's a really good ball handler. He's a phenomenal shooter. So with Brendan Grindstaff kind of dictating the pace of the game, Brady gets to take some of the stress away from our offense by just spacing out and being that guy.
And it's only going to help Bryce.
Absolutely.
Because he was kind of the focal point last year as far as your scorer. Now you've got 2 and 3 kids that, like I say, can shoot from anywhere in the gym. So, I look for a lot of good things out of you guys. It's pretty exciting.
Our JV kids played phenomenal tonight too.
Yep.
They shot the lights out as well. So, when we took this job over 2 years ago, we said that we thought we were weak a little bit physically, and we thought our weakness was shooting. And we knew that shooting was coming with all the hard work we were going to put in. And we've probably got 6 or 7 guys that can knock down that jump shot. You might not have seen 6 or 7 tonight, but there's going to be big moments that kids are going to have where they play on that wing, and their guy has to go help on Bryce or Brady or Brendan or even Christian down low, and it's going to leave a kid like a Malachi Wireman to knock down a jump shot, and he's worked tremendously hard too. I mean, I bet that kid's probably shot 5,000 threes from the corner knowing that that's a spot that's coming. So there are going to be some nights where we have kids that come off the bench, and they're going to open some eyes with some double-figure nights too, just because they're ready for that moment.
Right.
So we're excited about where we're at. We're excited about where we could go, and we just got to continue to work.
Yeah, we talked about in the pregame, it was a trying year last year, dealing with injuries and everything else going on. you were able to get 4 wins last year. You've already got 1 tonight, so you're 1-0. You hit the road again. You got 3 road games to start this season. You're going to get Thanksgiving. You're going to have the weekend, but December 3rd, you will be on the road at one of our other area teams, the Culver Cavs. What do you take from tonight and move forward with?
Well, we told them after the game, hey, you always want to celebrate wins. So we kind of have a 10-minute rule that they can celebrate, play their music a little bit, have a little fun in there, and then it's back to business, So we talked to them defensively. We wanted to get better. We thought our gap control was a little sloppy. Our post defense, making sure that we tried to push that guy out and get in front of that. But bottom line, man, we've only been working for 3 weeks.
Right.
So the weaknesses that we have, we will continue to get better on. I love the ball movement. I love the spacing. I liked some of our pressure on the defensive end, and that's where our big focal point will be as we continue to improve, to try to shut things down that way.
And you guys did a nice job on the 50-50 balls. Anything that was 50-50, you guys, for the most part, got most of them.
Yeah, and that's something that comes from really competitive practices. Our JV guys are in tune, knowing that they want their opportunity, so they're fighting really hard collectively every single day, trying to earn that spot to maybe get a minute or 2 down the road. So our practices are intense, and it's a lot of kids that want something to prove. They want to be a part of a winner, and it's been a while since we've had one of those at our school, and they're really hungry for that.
Well, for the fans that may have not made it here tonight, from what Coach and I can tell, they're going to be worth the admission to come. What's your message to them now in hopes they come out to support your boys this season?
Just come out and check us out, because I know how hard we're going to play. I know that we're going to compete all the time, and I know we're going to play with a lot of pride. And to me, as a fan, if you watch a team that competes and plays as hard as they can, win or lose, you're going to come back to enjoy that moment. And that's what we've kind of always told our kids, even when I was on the girls' side. Defensively, you want to be aggressive and annoying, and offensively, you want to be able to try kind of put on a show with how hard you get to the rim. And our boys know that, and they love that style, and they're going to keep getting better at it.
Well, it's going to be fun in Francisville, because you have the boys' team that looks that good, and then you've got a girls' team that's pretty doggone good as well. So I think for your fans out there, you need to get out. I don't know what else you got going on in Francisville. I don't know a lot about it, but I tell you what, I'd be in the gym watching these 2 play.
I appreciate it. I know the girls practice and play really hard too, so it ought to be a fun winter.
Coach, thanks so much for your time. It's always great to see you. I'm glad we started our season along with you guys. We're 1-0 too. How's that sound, right? We'll take a win tonight, right?
Oh,
Coach, appreciate you.
All right,
good
thanks,
win
guys.
tonight. We'll see you in the future a lot.
Congrats.
We'll be talking soon. That's head coach of the West Central Trojans, Brad Odom. Big-time win as they beat the Oregon-Davis Bobcats 77-45. We still got some work to do. We're going to take a break and come back. The Stark County Co-op play of the game is up next. We got to figure out what the play of the game was, so don't go anywhere. That's up next here in the Collins Insurance Postgame Show. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
It's hard to believe, but time sure does fly by. Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox are celebrating over 30 years of taking care of all of your insurance needs in our communities.
If I could turn back time.
And we're not going anywhere. Stop in and see Jim and the crew at Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox. Insurance you can count on from a business you've trusted since 1989. Proud presidential partners of Western Reserve.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Schell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. When you grow up and work on a family farm, on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team, that appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. At Lawrence Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
It's time for the Stark County Co-op Play of the Game. Let's return to the voice of WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
77-45 was the final as the West Central Trojans beat the Oregon Davis Bobcats. It's now time for our Stark County Co-op play of the game. I turn things over to our sports analyst, Terry Minix. What are you thinking?
Well, for them Trojans, they had a lot of plays of the game. They did a really nice job tonight after that, slow start a little bit. But after that, it was just Katie bar the door because they were hot on both ends. But I guess I got to go with the last three. I think that that Brady Bishop had, and that was right at the beginning of the fourth quarter. He knocked down that three to start the fourth quarter, and that was, I think it made the score 59-33 at that point, and there was no looking back after that.
We were just talking with Brad Odom off the air. I said, how many threes does it take to get the record? He goes, it's 8, and I have it. And I said, you're going to let him beat your record? He goes, absolutely I am.
There you go.
That's a freshman. 7 threes on his opening night, and the record is 8 at West Central. That is.
Yeah. I mean,
wow.
that step back three was pretty impressive.
And fading to the right, to the right.
Pretty impressive.
Unbelievable. Well, we are going to take a break and come back. Our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game is next. Might have a good idea who that might be, but we'll see what Terry's thinking here. Don't go anywhere. This is the Collins Insurance postgame show, and you are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Brems. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392, the Stark County Co-op.
Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care closer to home. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is all about community and keeping our community spotlight shining on the accomplishments of our youth. That's why PMH is proud to be a sponsor of our local high school sports action on WKVI, our community radio station. Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care closer to home.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Brems. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392.
Time to announce the Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. Mitch?
It is time for our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. Given in memory of Ashley Derrickson, a 2008 graduate of North Judson Sandomir High School who battled cancer throughout her high school career before losing that battle on December 12th of 2008. We'll tell you who's earned that honor after this word from 5-star.
5-star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owners serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5-star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5-star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
Our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game, Coach.
Well, I'm going to surprise you.
No way.
Nah.
I knew it. I knew you would.
I tell you what, the guy wore number 2. I thought he had a cape on, but he wore number 2. I played as a freshman years and years ago, and there was a It was a bushel basket thing up there, but it was a long time ago. But
You
I
had
tell you
to
what,
get a ladder to get the ball back out.
that was incredible. That was incredible. Young man, I mean, I had him for 7 threes.
Unbelievable.
And he was 4 for 4 from the free throw line. I had him for 3 steals, and I had him for 5 rebounds.
Wow.
Now, them are
5
unofficial.
rebounds.
Them are unofficial, but I mean, wow. That is a coming out party. So look out, whoever West Central's playing, because you're not only dealing with Bryce
Nanigan.
Yeah, you're not only
1,000+ point player.
Now you've got our 5-star player of the game, freshman Brady Bishop. It's just incredible. I was, like I said, that step back 3 was wow. And
it was fading to the right. It wasn't just a shot straight up in the air. He was fading to the right. So Brady Bishop, the freshman, we were told that 8th grade class last year was something special. I don't want to say we didn't believe it, but, it's just in conference. Yeah.
Right.
And then they come out, okay, they were right. They were right.
He came out tonight. That's for sure. I mean, unbelievable. I mean, it's going to be exciting times, like I said, with the boys and girls both over there. So, but for that reason, I think Brady Bishop, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all you can really say. Wow, and he's the player of the game, and just did it all.
Well, congratulations to Brady Bishop on being named our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. We talked with head coach of the Culver Lady Cavaliers a little earlier, their big-time win against their cross-county rival, one of their cross-county rivals, the Argus Dragons. 51-19 was the final, and then the Winnemac Warriors girls basketball team got a big win over North White, 46-36. We talked with head coach Tony Stasiak this past weekend. He's happy with where his team is at. They moved to 6-1 on the season. The Winnemac boys team opened up their season and unfortunately fall to Twin Lakes 45-60. We will, of course, be reaching out to head coach Mike Springer in the coming weeks. A lot is going on in our area. And then finally, the South Central Satellites boys basketball team fell short to Twin Lakes. Fell short, not to Twin Lakes. My apologies. Hey, it's game 1 for us, too.
Game 1.
They fell short on the road, they fell short on the road against Wheeler. 53-50 was the final. A tight one there. We know the South Central Satellites and head coach Matty Bush. He always brings a good product to watch. We will definitely be talking to him in the coming weeks as well. But all in all, a great opening night for us, and we're going to be back in action tomorrow.
Tomorrow night we get to go over to Knox and watch that rivalry. I mean, obviously, Judson's playing extremely well. I've seen them both play, and they're playing very well. But anytime you're in a rivalry, you can kind of throw the records. That's the old saying. But it's going to be fun. It's a fun night. It's always fun that night before Thanksgiving. Get the family there, and everybody comes
packed
out. It's usually a lot of people out there. Like you said, not having the boys there because of the success of both Knox and the Blue Jays, kind of makes it a little bit of a downer because it was huge.
It was a doubleheader.
It was a doubleheader.
2 games in one night.
But
we haven't been able to do that since I met you.
I know, because because their football.
So this is normal now.
Yeah, it's just football. They're just going to play into December.
I talked with athletic director Mike Sharkozy. I said, last year you guys scheduled it, that couple of days right before Christmas. I said, that was perfect for us. I said, why don't you do that again? Just hint, guys, if you're listening. Neil, just throwing that out there. We love that. Right before Christmas was fun. But anyway, KVB's WKVI Sports will be back in action tomorrow night to see the historic cross-county battle. No one misses in this area the night before Thanksgiving. The Knox Lady Redskins will be hosting the North Judson St. Pierre Blue Jays, and we will be going live at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Central. That's right here on 99.3 FM and streaming throughout the world on WKVI.com for some Turkey Eve tradition. I have been told no JV game, so that's why tip-off is at 6 Central, 7 Eastern, and that's why we're going live a little bit earlier than we did tonight. We also remind you to join us every weekend throughout the school year for the Saturday Sports Line. That's the longest-running high school sports show in Indiana, thanks to our very own Harold Welter. We always have several of our area head coaches on hand as we go live at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central on 99.3 FM and online at WKVI.com. If you missed the Saturday Sports Line, don't worry. We remind you of the Saturday Sports Line replay every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern and 6 p.m. Central. Hey, follow us on social media. We're on Instagram at WKVI Sports, on X at KVB Sports, and on Facebook at Sports to the Max for all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content. Final word from you tonight, Terry.
That was a fun opening night. I mean, obviously it was a fun opening night for the Trojans as well, but it was fun. I mean, I love football and all that, but I'm definitely a basketball guy, so I'm excited to be back and really looking for some good things in the area, both boys on the boys and girls side. So really, really looking forward to it. So let's get her going, get her done.
Yeah, I saw you came ready to go with your Purdue shirt on. You're looking good.
You won't see me in a Purdue shirt.
Well,
That's
they don't know
IU,
that.
baby.
They don't know that.
we play you guys on Saturday.
Well, we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
Oh, you're talking on the football field.
Yeah.
Well, that's a different story. We're not.
Now it's a different story.
I thought we were talking about basketball.
Well, we'll talk about that too. After we have some turkey. And I do want to say one last thing. Best of luck to the Blue Jays. I really mean that. Like I said earlier in the broadcast, I think the whole county is cheering for you. We want you to do well. We want you to bring it back to the county. I know it's going to Judson, but it's a pride thing for our county, and we're all cheering for you. And I'm giving best of luck to you guys. I wish I was there.
Well, our final in this one tonight on the basketball floor saw the West Central Trojans beat the Oregon-Davis Bobcats 77-45. From all of us here at KVB, we thank you for listening to Indiana High School basketball. We're back, baby. For our sports analyst, Terry Minix, our in-game announcer, John Thompson, I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. We are Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Thank you for listening to Indiana High School basketball on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Sponsored in part by Coca-Cola, Culver's Portside Marina, L&D Farms, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, The Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen, USW Local 9551, Collins Insurance, McGrath Refrigeration, Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack, Kankakee Valley REMC, Osborne Advantage Real Estate, Keener Construction, LAP Waste, Sideline Automotive, Howard's Marathon of Winnemac, and 5 Star. We'd like to thank our sponsors for their dedication in supporting local high school sports and helping continue the tradition on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Here's the three in the corner on the way! Yes! Yes! Big time three at a big time moment.